I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
I don't think it's a hot take to say the DCEU is trash and has been for a while. And trust me, I wish I could be the kind of person that walked away from BVS thinking, wow, that was a good movie, but I can't. And just so y'all know where I stand on DC movies and their various levels of trash, let's do some super speed reviews right quick. Why he snap his neck like that? This was booty, and Martha is the real hero. I don't even remember this movie, so that should say enough. This movie was actually really good, but then sold the bag with a super stupid ending. It's bad. Another movie I don't remember anything else about, but it had a really cool looking scene with a flare and some fishes. I actually love this movie and cannot wait for the second one. I didn't even watch this one. I was too jaded to care anymore. How did they make this character in this movie so bad? I actually want to make a video about how much I hate this movie. It was still bad. Yeah, this one was pretty good. Joker and Batman are not DCEU movies, so they don't count in this, but both those movies slap. And now that brings us to Black Adam. And if I'm being honest, I was fully ready for this movie to be bad. Like really, really bad. So imagine my surprise when I walked out of the theater with mostly good things to say. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Black Adam is a great movie, but it is fun. This review is kind of hard for me because I think that Black Adam is worth watching, but I don't think Black Adam was good. Like in the conventional ways you would judge a movie, Black Adam mostly misses on all of those things. It's a little bloated, the story is predictable, the humor tries, and not all the performances are stellar. Yet I still had a good time sitting in that seat. Black Adam fails to deliver on quite a few things. The villain was pretty lame, the main human characters were meh, and the story's plot twist was just why. But when it succeeds, it really does. And where it succeeds the most is it being a dumb action movie with some pretty cool visuals. And believe me when I say that this movie is all visuals. Legitimately, like 90% of the fights in this movie are just CG. But I didn't even care. Watching Black Adam rain down chaos and destruction works, and works really well. There's some really enjoyable and gratuitous deaths handed out by Adam in this movie, and honestly, the more creative they were with these scenes, the more I was eating it up. Some of them are just straight up fatalities. There's really only one moment where the CG was bad, but it was so bad it was laughable, so even that gets a pass from me. And if you watch this movie, let me tell you, you won't be able to miss it. Let's just say some people's heads only fit on one body type for a reason. And Mr. The Rock Johnson here actually did a pretty good job in the role. You could definitely tell he wanted to be making this movie. Granted, most of his lines were like 5-word sentences, so easy enough to knock out the park, but he did it. There was even some pretty good takes on imperialism and America's influence, or the lack thereof, on other countries that I didn't think this movie would take, and it honestly surprised me and enhanced the movie even more. One of my favorite moments in this movie comes when Black Adam is killing all the members of Inner Gang, but the JSA is trying to stop him from doing so, yet the people of Kahndaq who are being oppressed by them are like, he's stopping the bad guys from killing us, something y'all didn't want to do, so we're with that dude. And speaking of the JSA, like I said, this movie is a little bloated. It took it upon itself to try and introduce a lot here. And almost a way of revitalizing the DCEU and even Warner Bros. If some news stories reportings are to be true, and everything doesn't quite stick. The JSA in the movie are cool, but not all of them are really given a chance to shine, and mostly are just kinda there. Atom Smasher and Cyclone were unneeded at best, even though Smasher does get the joke that made me laugh the hardest in the movie, but he comes across as like a weird Ant-Man Deadpool wannabe in this movie, and the girl is just a slow motion machine. Matter of fact, this movie was a slow motion machine, and I'm not sure why that was exactly, but I would love to see if this movie had more or less slow motion than 300. Hawkman is fine in this movie, but the character who honestly steals the show is Dr. Fate. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a fan of him. After growing up watching these shows and playing these games, he's just a character that I really love, so seeing him on the big screen was really cool. Even if they may end up wasting him now. But besides that, if there's a Dr. Fate, there's a Zatanna somewhere. And where there's a Zatanna, there's a Happy Stank. And I don't think this is really a spoiler anymore, considering The Rock and DC have all posted it. But yes, there is an end credit scene that brings back Henry Cavill's Superman. And honestly, as a Superman fan, I don't really care. I mean, I guess it's cool that they might be trying to bring back the character or redoing his story or rebooting, but I don't really know what they're gonna do with him any more than they did before, but I guess we'll find out. All in all, I think you should watch Black Adam. You probably won't love it, but you will like it. I think it's best viewed with some friends and maybe a drink or two, but not every superhero movie needs to be this blow your socks off, change your life film. And as long as the film knows what it's trying to be and does that, then I'm happy. I rate Black Adam a solid 7 out of 10 stanks, and honestly, I just hope that this is the start of something new and DC can stop making me cry with all the trash that it's released. Hey, Editor Stanky here, and literally as I was about to post this video, it just got announced that James Gunn is now going to be leading DC Studios, so that's kind of exciting. But have you seen Black Adam? And if so, what did you think? And if not, is there a specific reason why you're avoiding it? Let me know in the comments down below. And y'all, look at this chart. I didn't want to have to pull out the chart, but 91.9%? Come on, just do it. Hit the button. I would really appreciate it. And like the video while you're at it. There will be more like this to come soon, so I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces.